Welcome to the show for our ANZ Championship review that saw a feisty Southern Steel push the Fever all the way before the Perth-based franchise prevailed. Elsewhere, 2 draws stand out on the results sheet, with the teams now sharing the points in place of the extra time decider of yesteryear. This means the Swifts, Firebirds, Thunderbirds and Mystics walk away with a point when last year 2 of them would have nothing to show for their effort. In Christchurch, the Poles finally got their season underway with a comfortable win in the end over the Tactics, who look unable to shake off the also-ran tag for yet another year.
Pretty frustrating to get all the way over there and not come back with the win, but I guess for us we just need to go back to the drawing board and we've got to learn how to win those close games and probably let ourselves down on 2 occasions now, so something we really need to build on.
You're good at chasing down leads, but once you get there you've really not been able to capitalise on that. Yeah,
we've certainly talked about that in the last, the Swifts game and now the Fever. So we're going to have to bring in some new strategies how to deal with that, and hopefully we can, you catch up the lead, and then if we can maintain it and make sure we score for our own and the score and the turnovers, then hopefully that works for us.
Because when you're pulling back a 7 or 8 goal lead, you're pretty exhausted by the time you've got there. To keep that momentum up, that's a challenge.
Yeah, it's tough work. to pull back the score and then to try surge ahead. So maybe a timeout would be a good thing, or just all coming together and knowing the next one you've really got to score off your own, or something like that. So we're certainly aware of it, and if we can sort that out, I'm sure we'll go better.
Was there any point in the game you thought you might just have had them on the back foot?
Yeah, no, we come back pretty. The Fever are known for their third quarter, strength, and we thought we played really well in the third, and then to catch them again in the fourth, we certainly, on the court, we certainly thought we could win, and had that feeling we could win and we're going to win, and then unfortunately it takes probably 2 things to happen, and you go down by 4, and it's catch up again. So really gut wrenching actually.
I felt it was only a few extra turnovers on your part that was the difference in the end.
Yeah, we only had 11 turnovers for the game, so that's really low for an ANZ game. So it sort of shows it was a pretty tough contested game, but pretty skillful too, I think. So I guess 11 too many when it comes to the end score.
And just looking around the court, someone seems to stand out with a performance each week. I thought Gina this time put in a really good performance.
Gina's been on fire. She's stepping up. I'm in her first year starting, and she's just putting her hand up every game and wants to be out there, and it's great to see, and I think she's got a big future in the ANZ.
Big battle of the shooting circles, wasn't it?
Yeah, it certainly was. It was talked up, a bit of hype around that, they're both remarkable shooters, and they're great to watch out there.
What about now with the break, keeping that momentum, because you're so close to some big victories? It's a bit of a shame not to be playing.
Yeah, I guess we're only 3 games into it to have the bye. It's probably a bit tough on us, but just a good chance to recover from Perth, and we'll certainly still be training. We won't be stopping training for the bye, so we've just got to keep at it.
I know in the pre-season chat we've had, we sort of thought it was a great idea to have draws and have them acknowledge they could actually count against you now, because a couple of teams have picked up some points.
Yeah, it's interesting to have 2 draws. It's pretty crazy, but yeah, you're right. That 1 point could come down to the table at the end of the season for a top 3 spot or not. So, interesting to see.
But I think fair, isn't it? After the effort as a player, you feel a bit robbed, I think, if you lose in an extra time.
Yeah, I think you do feel robbed. And then there's that aspect that you really wanted to win the game, and you would have come out in overtime and won it too. So a bit of a no-win situation. But, I guess, 1 point each, and they've got to walk away and be happy.
I think it sends a signal out, though, that how close the competition is when you're racking up draws this early.
Yeah, it certainly is. To get two draws in a row, it's crazy. There wasn't a lot of overtime matches last year, so not a lot of draws, but I'm sure there'll be more to come. Just hopefully we're on the win of all of them.
I think bonus points would be good, maybe 6 or 7 points.
Yeah, bonus points would be the go.
All right, so in the 2 weeks, do you have a bit of downtime, or do you just stick to the normal training schedule minus a game?
No, pretty full on still during the weeks. We might have Saturday, Sunday off just to recover and maybe have a bit of family or friends time or something, but certainly during the week it's back to business and into it. We can't afford to take your foot off the throttle away.
It's just not the physical, it's the mental focus too. You don't want to be shut out of netball while it's all going on around you.
No, you can't afford to do that. A week out and then you come in and, the pace of the game and the physicality and stuff like that, you've just got to keep at it, and we'll be watching the games on the weekend off and make sure we know what's going on.
It is disappointing to come home without the win. It was an awesome game by the girls, but just couldn't finish it off. But yeah, nice to be home.
You seemed to fit it with them for so long, but in the end they just pulled away at the crucial moments.
Yeah, we just couldn't really nail the crucial times when we really needed to score goals, or we just did silly mistakes. So yeah, it was disappointing to stay with them for so long and then just lose it in the last kind of 5-10 minutes.
Is it as simple as saying that the turnovers were the difference, do you think?
Yeah, I think just when we really need to score goals when it counts, we didn't do that, just as in like chucking ball away, and then we did struggle to get ball on defence as well just towards the end. So yeah, it's something to look at.
And they've got a punishing shooting circle too, don't they? With all that experience, they make it tell when they get some extra ball.
Yeah, exactly. They score very quickly, just like us. So yeah, as soon as you chuck a ball away, you know it's pretty much a goal for them. So yeah.
It was an exciting game, and at one point I think you were down 7 and then even. When you fought back so well, did you really think maybe we've got them?
Yeah, it always felt like we were in it, like it never felt like it got too far. And yeah, I always believed that we were going to do it, and even up to that the last seconds, I thought we were still going to come back. So yeah, it's definitely a tough one to take.
They're playing with a newfound confidence, aren't they? Because the Fever are always a little bit vulnerable.
Yeah, no, they're really they're playing amazing netball, and they've really tidied up in all their error rate and stuff. So yeah, they're playing some brilliant netball.
You'll be pleased with your own form so far this year. You seem to be having a good game after good game.
Yeah, no, it's been good. It's quite fun being in centre, something different. But yeah, I'm enjoying the challenge, and each week I'm just feeling a bit more comfortable. So hopefully that just continues to improve.
Was it a major adjustment for you to centre, because it's a different role?
Yeah, it has been a wee bit. It's quite different to wing attack, and I haven't really played there too much kind of lately, and not really at ANZ level. But yeah, it's been okay so far, so hopefully it can only improve.
It's all about combinations, isn't it? And you seem to have a good one with the rest of the mid-quarters.
Yeah, no, it's been good. Me and Gina have played together a lot through our university years, and as well, I've played a bit with Wendy. So yeah, it's been good.
You looking forward to a break, or would you like to play next Saturday?
Yeah, it's come pretty soon, so I'd be keen to keep playing. Like we're doing really well, but obviously it's always nice to take the break when you get it. So it'll be good to have a few days off.
Some odd results of the weekend, a couple of draws now that they're allowed.
Yeah, it's different now that they're allowed, but yeah, there's some pretty close games. It's awesome. Everyone's pushing each other right to the end. So yeah.
The Vixens and Fever maintained their unbeaten runs to head the Aussie Conference, with the Swifts dropping a point in the draw to be a clear third. The Thunderbirds registered their first flag point, but need many more to contemplate the playoffs. Closer to home, the Steel drop a place on the ladder with superior goal differential, keeping them ahead of the Magic and the Pulse, whose game against the Mystics next week could have a major impact on standings, with the Steel being on a bye. The fact the New Zealand franchises have accumulated a total of 9 flag points between them versus 21 by the Australian sides is an early season concern.